This holiday park is known as Arthur's Field because my predecessor's name was Arthur. He spent his whole life here from the time he was born until virtually the time he died. It was a home for holidaymakers going back to before 1920 in his father's day. Many people used to come here because it was very simple, very basic, right on the coast, right beside the village, just what a quiet family holiday needs to make a perfect setting. And it was very popular. There were hundreds of families coming here each year, and it was very successful. It has been a campsite, as I said, since before 1920, and when Arthur got too old really to run it properly, it was closed by the council in 1993. We opened it again in 98, and coming here when I did, seeing the old buildings as Arthur's father left them, gave me the idea that we would make this into a working organic farm linked to the holiday park.
What is it you like about Treloan?
The situation. The coastal footpath is 200 metres away. The village, the scenery, it's beautiful.
Well, we've been to lots of wonderful places, but we really find this is one of our favourites. And yesterday we went just walking from the camp right to the beach. A gorgeous walk and fantastic beach, and with lovely weather as well. What more could you ask?
Better weather this morning. Torrential rain this morning.
Oh, but you know, it's always lovely, whatever the weather.
Kind of you to say, but yes, it's true, isn't it? We're very blessed to live here.
Yes.
And our greatest pleasure, of course, is to share it. It's the sharing that gives us the pleasure, and you know, the work we do, a lot of which is quite difficult, especially with bureaucracy, planners in particular. It's a huge headache, and it makes all that worthwhile when people like you come along and say, you know, you've enjoyed it.
Well, it's a very special place, there's no doubt about that, and our friends have just arrived and they're really thrilled with it.
Because they haven't been before, have they?
No, they haven't.
And the first thing they have to do is to move the cattle and do some rugby tackles in the mud.
And also put up the tent.
Yeah. Now, in the context of Arthur's Field, when I came here, it was derelict. It had been empty since it was closed in 1993. That's 5 years, and without anyone here at all. The fields were grown in. The house actually hadn't been lived in for 10 years. It really was derelict. There was no water, no electricity, no drains. Absolutely basic. Tremendous opportunity. And as I said earlier, seeing the farm as Arthur's father had left it, really, because Arthur didn't farm a lot, made me think that, right, I could put the clock back here to the 30s and make this a working farm as you would expect to find it if you put the clock back to the 1930s. The Shire horses working, some old machinery, early tractors coming into use, milking the cows with buckets long before pipelines and bulk milk tanks and all that kind of thing. So that's where we are at the moment. We have actually just started to milk our cows. The horses are here. We have pigs here now. We are actually manufacturing butter from the milk, and of course there's a large percentage of skim which we're not using, and the pigs are here to use that up. So we have the sows and their litters, the young ones, the hens with their eggs. Of course, we can involve all the families and the children, and the older people who used to do this in years gone by are all able to come and enjoy and participate if they wish. Egg collecting, for example, with the children is wonderful in the morning. The children put their hands under the hen and collect a warm egg. Quite remarkable. Have no idea where the egg used to come from normally. A supermarket shelf is what they know. So it's a tremendous opportunity and a huge pleasure for me to be able to go back to my youth, which is what it boils down to.
Well, I enjoy coming down here because I have a nice rest. I enjoy the walks and just a change of scenery, and it's nice and peaceful. And I quite enjoy just sort of pottering around and getting to know different people here and that.
I noticed that you bring your dog with you. Is that a problem with the animals that walk around the site?
No, well we always keep on lead, and no, there's no other problem, you know. It's nice to see all the other animals around, and that, no, she's all right.
Been coming down to Arthur's Field, as we call it, when it was Arthur's Field. Been coming down for longer than I can remember. We thought we'd lost it, but Victor's brought it back. I nearly called him Arthur. Victor's brought it back, and we've been coming down since Victor's been here. It's peaceful, we can walk to the beach. There's a village we can walk to if we need to. It's a short ride to Truro, we can do all the shopping we need to do. But not that we go there very often, spend most of the time looking at the sea.
What do you think of the beaches down there?
They're very good, yes. There's one you can get to, and it doesn't matter the state of the tide, you can get down to the beach and have a swim. The other one that we usually go to gets cut off at the tide, so you've got to choose the right time, but it's still a nice beach. And we've got a nice walk to what we call the National Trust Beach, where we walk, have a picnic, go on the beach there and then walk back again.
So there's been a few changes here since you've been coming to Arthur's Field.
Yes, we've now got proper toilet facilities which have been put up, so we use that. One time when it was Arthur's Field, we used to have to practically walk to the top of the hill at Garren's up there to use the toilet, but now we've got all the facilities we need on the site, showers, everything you need. Perfect peace and quiet of nobody bothering you.
Except for the animals that go around the caravans. Does that bother you?
No, we like the animals. We used to, in fact, have Jersey cows, so we're quite used to the Jersey cows. We like his horses, which are quite tame, don't bother you, but they do come up and like to get their heads rubbed. But they don't bother us, no, it's all nice and peaceful.
You lonely travelers all, the cold north wind will blow again. No winding road does call, and you will never return to see your bruised and beaten son. Oh, I would if welcome I were, for they loathe me, everyone, and you will never cut the cloth or drink the light to thee. Can you never swear a year to anyone but we? No, I will never cut the cloth nor drink the light to thee, but I swear a year to one who lies asleep alongside of me. Farewell, farewell to you who would hear, you lonely travelers all. The cold north wind will blow again. No, I